Welcome to Tuesday's edition of the vlog for Culotta and the Prince. We brought the true superstar in, Jimmy Chesthair, of course, who is live from midnight to 2 a.m. on Eagle 98.1 for Hair Nation. First question out the chute, how's that going?
It's going really well. I actually just wrapped up my second show last night. Tonight is my third show, so I feel like it's going really well. It's in prime time, right? Midnight to 2 a.m. So, I mean, what's better? Just to listen to classic rock all night with me, Jimmy Chesthair.
And that's your target demo. Your target demo for what you're going for here, midnight to 2. That's prime time for your target demo.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of the younger generation, you know, that's kind of what we're trying to skew. And, of course, a lot of people around my age are out and about around the town.
You don't say.
Up to no good, probably. So I'm there to kind of bring them home into the wee hours of the night.
So obviously, the bigger issue at hand is by the third show, you've gone Facebook official with a relationship. Did this spur from the on-air, or has this kind of been brewing?
I don't know. I would like to say that it was because I was just such a great guy. I had a great personality. But, I mean, it could be completely because of the show. You never know. I mean, that's...
Great guy. I'm going with that. Great guy.
Oh, I appreciate it, Prince. I appreciate it.
Here for.
I'm not buying it. I'm going with the on-air presence. Get out of here. Good to
All
see
right.
you, brother.
See you guys later.
Congratulations. All right, we talked to Tom Luganbill.
Before we go any further, this dude literally works all day long.
Yeah, he does.
And night long. Having time for anything.
Literally.
Exactly. Having time for anything is impressive.
Yeah. No, look, and not only that, he's the top producer in the game, and he is absolutely the backbone of not only your morning drive, but don't let Moscona fool you from 3 to 6. He wants to act like he deserves all the credit, but that man deserves it all in that room right there.
And he also is very generous when it comes to making sure that we have clips that say balls.
Balls will dominate our theme tomorrow, Prince. Today is Media Day over in Glendale, Arizona. We've seen the lead up to Patriots today. We heard from Robert Kraft, the owner, and I know he hit you right in the heart.
This guy right here. There may have been 11 of 12 balls deflated in New England, but I know of 2 balls that have not been deflated, and those are Robert Kraft's. He walked into that building yesterday and told media people that when this is over, he wants an apology when they find nothing
It's our
wrong.
fault.
It's our fault.
It's our fault.
We're picking on the poor Patriots.
All right.
He's gotta have a limp when he walks.
What's today? What's today hold? I mean, it always is a circus. It always is a zoo.
Right. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild. What'd you learn from Tom Luganbill, national recruiting expert or analyst from ESPN that stopped by with us?
You know, really good things to say about Kevin Steele and Ed Orgeron. I think he did a good job of explaining how. Don't get wrapped up in how they do in 3 weeks on the job here. This is a long-term hire, and these guys are going to make inroads in the next couple of days. They may get a player or two here, but looking forward, this is going to be a huge addition to LSU staff recruiting-wise. And the other thing is, I like to hear a guy like Luganbill who goes to the Under Armour game and is around there as a talent evaluator and watches guys like Brissett, like Tyron Johnson. And
he made a comment about Maya Tiyume.
Yeah, exactly. So, some good things to say about some of the LSU guys. I think the LSU fan base right now there's kind of a nervous energy. 18 commitments, some room left to add some more players as they get closer to National Signing Day. So now it's about how does this class finish up.
Luganbill is part of today's podcast on 1045ESPN.com. You're already there. You can click the on-demand tab to catch that sound. A lot of feedback from Verge Alsbury, who stopped by in hour number 1, Senior Associates Athletic Director. It's a thankless job, right? I mean, he's got to put together the future scheduling for the LSU football team. We see the neutral sites, what they're going to pay this program, this university, from years to come. The 2017 stop with Houston and facing off against BYU. 2018 opened up the season against Miami. Those two matchups going to bring in $8 million, over $8 million, nearly $9 million to the program. What do you think about our conversation with Verge?
Well, I know that the fan base is going to say, hey, I want to see those games in Tiger Stadium, but I also understand it from a business perspective that there's no cost. You put your team on the plane, you get over there, they hand you a check, you put your team on the plane and come back. So from that perspective, it's not bad business. But certainly from the fans' perspective, they want to see more top-of-the-line games. If you've listened to a radio show on this station from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock any time in the last 3 years, you hear Charlie Hannegriff screaming and hollering about, I don't want neutral site games, I want all these games in Tiger Stadium. When you hear Verge Alsbury, he gives you a little bit more depth into why some of these games happen, not just the economics, but because some of the times it's just you have one spot on your schedule, you need to have that game, and if you can't guarantee a return game, neutral site games work out. So it's not something that the fans really want to hear. But from Verge Arsbury's perspective, Joe Oliva's perspective, they have to make sure that they do what's best for that LSU bottom line. And going someplace and just picking up a check is very lucrative.
Really good perspective today from our guest. Check it out online. Verge Arsbury, as we said, Senior Associates Athletic Director with LSU, also gives some insight to what's on the horizon for LSU's campus, some reconstruction of the LSU football operations facility. They're breaking ground on a nutrition center. He gives you the benefits and the advantages to not keep up with the Joneses, but that's a great selling point to future recruits. In fact, we heard the story a couple years back where a Georgia defensive end came in and said, I believe it was Lorenzo Carter, that said, look, I would choose LSU, but over at Georgia they have housing and nutrition center right in one confined area, and that's what made his decision up. I mean, we don't think about this as media guys or older guys, but, all that goes into decisions for an 18, 19-year-old kid is things that LSU is doing on campus.
And that's the thing. You have to compete against everybody. It's not just competing against the teams on your schedule. You have to compete against everybody in college football. So interesting to see what the next couple of steps are for the physical plan over there in LSU Athletics.
7 to 9 a.m. Culotta and the Prince catch us every weekday right on 104.5, 104.9 ESPN Baton Rouge.
And Jimmy Chestair, Hair Nation, midnight to 2 every night, Eagle 98.1.
Ladies, he's off the market. Follow us on Twitter at 104.5 ESPN. Have a good day.